In this week's video, I take a little day trip to St Ives. I show you a few more stripe studies that I've been playing with. I show you my little art haul, and I put Christmas baubles on my ears, so I hope you enjoy today's video. I got some money from a friend for my birthday back in October, and I have bought one of the Derwent Carry All art bags, so I'm very excited about this. So it's got a little hand handle, that's the one. Let's get it open. There's a little front pocket with a bit of Velcro to think about what I'd put in there, and I might sneeze in a minute, so I do apologise if I do. And then you've got sort of a piece of mesh there, so a zipper for various different bits, and then I think it's over like 120 odd, I can't remember the amount, I'd have to check it. Pencil slots, and these act like a file, so you can open it out and remove them if you don't want to take it all with you. And then there's a little bar there to keep sort of sketchbooks and things, and there's also a handle for your shoulder, because I'm just finding that my art stuff when I go out and about is a bit all over the place. I will show you my little handmade pencil case. So I made this little canvas pencil holder ages ago, and it's fine, it does the job, but what happens is if I don't flap this over, they can kind of, and I just like roll it up, and I've just got a piece of very tatty canvas there, but it's got really grubby, and sometimes the pencils fall out. So these are my polychromo pencils. I spent a little bit of time sharpening them the other day. So I'm going to put these into my new carrier. I think that's them all. You've been a good friend, but you aren't always the most convenient, and you do drop things out. So there we go. If I made one again, I'd put elastic on it rather than the loose pockets. And I'm just going to, I think you can fit about two pencils into each gap, which is quite handy. .324. So each side fits about 24 pencils. So it takes quite a few, doesn't it? Okay, and just some other ones here on the other side. I might spend a bit of time later on just slightly putting them in better colour order, and then you need to sharpen. And then I normally keep a few paint brushes in here as well, so definitely going to have a few paint brushes. And then I'm going to put some of my Inktense pencils. I come out plein air sketching with my group, and we're in Porthtowan, and I bring my little Derwent bag with me to test drive it, and it's great. It just fits everything in perfectly. I mean, who in the right mind decides to try and collage on a windy day? Oh, I'm not sure if I'm a real toughened plein air artist, but it's still quite nice being out in the fresh air. But collage is a really stupid idea. So I come down to St Ives for a little day trip. It's a fairly fleeting visit. I just wanted to have a day out, a little bit of inspiration, and I pop into Trenegennan Castle to look at a craft fair, and I wander into some galleries and look at some work by Terry Foss, Patrick Heron, and I go to the Mariners and take in the new exhibition that's just been hung at the St Ives Art Society, and there's some lovely pieces. I'll show you, give you a quick look around the space.
and just have a generally lovely day out really. I spot this little painting with the striped sky, which I absolutely adore, and then I also love this group of paintings. I'll try and do a close-up for you because it's got amazing bits of graffito scratched into it, and I just really, yeah, something about it really appeals to me, so it was good to get some inspiration.
I took this out the other day, test drove it with my sketching group, and it's great. I just added up, I think it fits 144 pencils in total, but I actually put my little tubes of acrylic gouaches into one of them. The bigger ones, I think I tried, yeah, they don't fit, but I just put the bigger acrylic gouaches just into the net piece at the front, and it's perfect. Can put my glue paints in there, glue stick for my collage, a little pot of water, and then I have a stick of rubber, and I have a tiny little messy tin of Neocolor 2s. These are like, I've got like a really nice new set in a big box, but these are the ones I just take out with me when I'm out sketching, just because it fits into this old tin, so that's perfect. And I have my pencil sharpener, and I could fit a bit more in there. I mean, probably if I filled it, it's starting to get a bit of weight in it, so I may take one of these sleeves, put these in here, and put a few extra ink tensors in and leave it at that. And then, but if I was going on holiday and I want to keep all my art materials together, this is perfect. I could put some of my collage papers in here. It is a really handy little bag.
So I just made a few more stripy papers, just fancied a new little colour selection, and I will add them in with some of my older ones, and I've just started to arrange a few here on the table.
I was really enjoying these striped little pieces, so I made a new one with the new colours, and then I was just sort of playing around with all these different scraps. I think I prefer the first one that I showed you, just because there's a bit more contrast in the colours. But it's just a really fun thing to do, and I kind of do like these like little colour studies, and and I do love a stripe.
I showed you this painting part done in the last video, and I was sort of starting to put the patterns and things on. I had an original drawing, and I'd done a sort of navy silhouette that I was going to do at the front, and I started to put it on, and then I didn't like it and I wiped it off, and then ended up with a big smoosh, smudgy smoosh, but I used a bit of Terps to get that off. And then I was feeling a little bit uninspired as to what to put on the ground, so I went for a walk and just had a look at nature, and came back and felt inspired, and kind of produce sort of a folkloric pattern with some ferns and some flowers, and the flowers are a little bit made up, but I feel like it works as a whole. I think it's finished now. Usually what I do is I'll pop it up on the wall for a week or two and just see if anything calls to me extra that needs doing, but otherwise it's finished, and this one will be up for sale soon on my website, so just watch out for that as well.
So I am well and truly wrapped up. It is freezing here today in Cornwall. I think a lot of the UK's had snow, or Northern England's had snow, and it's cold down here, but we don't often get it. So let's see, but it's definitely on the chilly end of the scale. The huge pile that you can see behind me is the reason why I didn't do a video last week. I had accounts to do. Oh, what a joy, oh joy, oh joy. And I still got a tiny little bit to finish off, but it's almost done. So I've been making some Christmas baubles with my graffitoed papers. I will show you how to make those in next week's video. But for today, thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.